connection today. The Soup Kitchen episode 5. People and blogs go live. Let's see. Alright, I'll wait for it to go live. It says we're live. Welcome.
Perfect.
Demas. It's only us. You know,
Yep.
I actually read a statistic. I heard it on another podcast because I've been kind of watching podcasts to kind of see how other people do it. And there's guys like Seth Rogen who do podcasts,
Yep.
and they're getting like from advertising and stuff like $1 million a podcast, and they're doing like
Yeah.
4 million a week, which is crazy. So
Yeah.
someday, maybe.
I mean, even now, I think because Cody's wife and sisters have their thing, we can advertise them. Um,
Yeah,
we
but
can.
here's the thing: is like, what would we ask? Because I feel like the best thing we can do, like, let's talk about this podcast. The best thing we could do for the podcast right now is probably buy a software program that allows all of us to do this at the same time while being able to see, because that's the difficult thing. Our Skype just seems like it's fuzzy. This is
Hmm.
clear as heck, but the problem with this is I keep having to click, like if I'm talking, I gotta click on my photo so that I can see I'm talking, and then you start talking, I gotta click on you, and that's a lot to go through. But I would love to have like all four of our faces all take a section of the screen, and we just go from
Yeah.
there. So I don't know, we gotta figure this out. Maybe they want to buy that for us, and we'll have, I don't want to say their name because then we're advertising for them already,
Right.
and we gotta make them want it.
Yeah. I mean, we can always contact people too as well. I put on my story if anyone's interested in advertising on our podcast to contact
I
us.
I did try to make you admin of the Facebook group, and I can't find it. So we gotta also do that because I've been struggling to do that.
Okay.
Um, but okay. So you have the mock draft up.
Yep. What league should I join?
Let's see. Is Brian here? Let's message him and see. Hey, is he gonna join us or? Because I mean, let's get a third person in here. Brian. There we go. Yeah, he literally just drove home with Camry, so he should be home by now.
And
And
so yeah, they
I
only live around the corner.
yeah, I asked him and he was like, yeah, what are we talking about? So I was like, football, podcast, mock draft. And he was like, yeah.
And yeah, everyone else was just super busy. So um, yeah, it would have been nice to have them to do a mock draft as well. I would have liked to seen a strategy maybe if they would have posted it.
That's the thing I'm scared of. I don't want to do this and then people can see how I'm going to draft. Because I'll be honest, I've been practicing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I know who my sleepers are going to be. I know which quarterback I'm going to aim for under this round, just to this. I've even got players I'm going to pick up just so that I can pick on Connor later on with Green Bay guys. Like, you know?
Yeah. My thing, what I'm having a hard time right now is I know, and I'll say this because it's not a strategy. I think it's pretty common. Because there's so much depth at quarterback this year. I don't think I'm going to draft a quarterback till at least the fourth round.
But
Um,
here you are saying the fourth round. I haven't picked a quarterback in any of my mock drafts until the sixth.
the sixth.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's the thing too, is because we threw a defensive lineman in there, and no one's going to pick a defensive lineman till early on.
Quote,
But
actually, Connor said that no. It was either Connor or Brian. No, Connor said he was going to pick first round. He knows who he's going for. It's probably that Green Bay guy. But
I wouldn't pick a
no
defensive
ways.
player first round. But sixth round, because if you think Bobby Wagner, Luke Kuechly, um, trying to think the Green Bay guy's name right now, I can't think of his name. Gosh dang it! But he's super good too. But picking up a linebacker, Von Miller, I think it's going to be super fun playing with a defensive player this year.
I'm looking forward to that. I mean, I like the idea of having something fresh in there, so I'm all for it. I actually got to vote yes on that. But yeah. Something I want to do, and I'm gonna send everyone a private message because when you message people in the group chat, I feel like I get ignored. So I'm gonna message everyone, and I want to do a dynasty draft with you guys, and we pick a team, and you keep 3 people every year. So that means you have to change your mindset, and this could be
Yeah.
just for fun. So we'll have like our draft every year, where we'll have the trophy, and then this dynasty league is kind of just for fun, long term, where you keep 3 people every year, and you have to get rid of your whole roster, because that
You only
changes
get
the
3.
dynamic. Because then you're not going to go for people that are slightly older. You're going to go for a Patrick Mahomes. You're going to go for a Saquon Barkley, the younger guys, because you're going to
Yeah.
you want them. But yeah, let's pick. I haven't had a. Oh, wait, is this a response from Brian? Have you had a response from Brian?
I haven't gotten one, no.
I said want to join. Huh. All right. Well, do you want to just do it with you and me for now?
Yep, that's fine.
All right. Let's
fine
try
with me.
pick a draft. We got the secret now is to get into the same one. So let's
One
do
that's
this.
coming up soon.
Let's not do an auction one, and let's try stay to like an 8 or a 10 team.
Yeah. Yeah, we want to try and get into a snake draft because that's what our draft is going to be.
Yeah.
So, holy crap, 20. There's a lot of 20 team projections. 16, 18, 8. That's an auction.
That's a mock.
Okay,
All
I
right.
have 18.
Do you see the New York 10 at PPR mock at 640?
New York, what? PPR?
Wait, sorry, it just changed. Now where's it gone? Whew, these things
I
change.
I just hit yeah, that one. Okay, there's all gone now. I just hit Control F and then search. Just type it in quick.
All right. Okay? Which one are you in?
I'm not in one yet. I'm still tracking down one that can work for us. Because a lot of
Chicago, 9 spaces.
I want to do something at least 8 or 10, something that's close to what we're
To us,
doing
because
for
we
our
need to
league.
practice with that. Auction snake. Seattle, PPR mock.
20 team.
Wait, I got it. I see it as a 10. One
Let
spot
me
left.
find it.
Oh, they're all full.
Oh, dang it. These are going quick. This is a struggle.
Can we make?
Yeah, we probably can make one. How would it feel?
Yeah, let's try and make one. Sign up. Create a league. I want this just to be a mock draft. See, I don't want to create a real league. That's the thing. I want to create just a mock. Mock auction. I don't want an auction. I want to. Let's go 8. Here you go. This is an 8 team. Atlanta 8 team. PPR mock. Atlanta 8. There's 2 spots available. You see it?
Nope, I don't have that
Atlanta.
one on mine. 8, there we are.
Alright, I just
PPR
joined.
mock at 640.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm joining right now. Hopefully.
I'm the first draft pick, but I want to. Yeah, I'll be first draft pick.
Oh, damn, I'm taking forever to load. Hope no one else got in.
There's 2 more spots.
Oh, come on.
There's 1 more spot.
I'm joining. Hit join.
Did you get it?
I don't know, it's still loading. My Wi-Fi down in my office is not very good. I think I got it.
What's your... Hang on, it's full now. Bennett, Raker, Jones, Montez, Riley. You're not any of these.
What in the world?
I'm gonna... Here, you tell me which one, because I gotta get into the one you have.
Hold on. Let me back out. Here, I'll see if I can just create a mock draft.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave this league then.
Okay.
Slot available.
Yeah, because my team name is OJ's Parole Board. So
Oh,
this is I am struggling right now really bad on this. Here, I'm just gonna do it on this laptop instead.
no problem. People will be able to see on mine, and then I'll just show what you're picking, and we can discuss it as we go, and also discuss what other people are doing. Now,
Yeah, my one laptop's really good. The other one does not as good.
Chicago. Oh, there's one spot left in that.
Mine is not letting me get into that mock draft anymore. Here we go. Hopefully this works. Okay. Which one are you in?
I'm not in any. I'm gonna wait for
Okay.
you so that.
Okay. Okay, I think we can.
I'm gonna go for what you.
Okay.
What you can get into.
Looking.
And I'm gonna do my absolute best to talk about the guys I'm picking without giving away anything.
Okay.
I'm gonna hope I don't like reach and show you guys stuff because
Yeah, I just need to do a lot better than I did last year. Last year was kind of an embarrassment for me. Okay, I got one. It's Cleveland 18 mock draft auction.
Cleveland 18. Well, that's the wrong button. Oh, I'm gonna mess this up. Control F. Cleveland 8.
Yep. Okay, I'm in.
Team Patina. All right, I'm in. I can see it. 7 minutes. Join this league. Oh, okay. I'm the. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8th pick.
Last year, I think I got like the second pick.
Wait, this is an auction?
Oh, was it an auction? Oh, dang it. I just hit. I thought it was a snake for sure. Whoops.
Are you backing out of it?
Let me see. Is it an auction? Dang it. I swore it said snake. Maybe I was looking at. Yeah, I'm leaving this bid.
All right, leave this.
Dang it. This is harder than I thought it was to get in. We're trying to
Yeah.
get in with two people. Yeah, a lot of the snakes get taken really quick. Sorry if we have anyone watching right now. I hope they're being patient with us. Okay, I got a New England. Oh no, that's some auction as well. Dang it.
There's a lot of auctions in here.
Auctions suck too. Snake, but those are all the snake ones are like huge, or they're already filled up. Okay, I got a snake. It is Cincinnati 8 team. Did you find it?
Cincinnati 8?
Yep, I see you.
Cincinnati 8?
Yep, I see you got in. Oh, did you get in?
No, I'm not in any.
Oh, there's a McLean in here, but
Oh,
yeah.
McLean.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
just,
come in
it's
here.
McLean.
Return to the. I'm in. Oh, I'm the draft pick right before you. I like that. Here we go.
Oh, I think Connor's one. Oh no, that's Brian.
Is Brian joining us?
Oh, that's Brian.
There's one spot left.
I don't think he'll make it in time. What pick? Oh, I'm the 5th pick. Dang it. Oh
So have we decided who our last 2 guys are gonna be?
no, I think we're keeping it 8.
We're gonna do an 8.
Yeah.
Phew. That changes everything.
Yeah, I think we're keeping it 8 just because we had some issues with. It seems like the last 2 years we've done it. It's always the new 2 people we always add don't ever play, and so that's what's been hard for us is to get those last 2 people who are going to be willing to commit and play.
All right. So let's trash talk a little bit here because they're not here. We got Cody, who's the defending champion. Who, unfortunately, when you're the defending champion, I feel like everyone's against you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We have Michael Kennedy, who's a Patriots fan. And he won the year before that, so everyone's going to be against him. You know.
Yeah,
Because he also does super well and gets to the finals. Like,
I don't know how his team gets super lucky because he trades away all his guys. But I know Brian is someone who competes. The reason why he lost 2 years ago is because the Steelers had clinched a playoff berth already, and he had Le'Veon Bell, Ben Roethlisberger, and Antonio Brown, and it was the championship week, and they all got sat on the bench because they're already going into the playoffs, and so he lost to Michael because he didn't have 3 of his players, and then he took 3rd last year.
Yeah, that would suck. Then we have Connor, you, myself. That's 6. Who's the other 2?
So me, you, Connor, Cody, Michael, and Brian, and then who else? Bo and Chris.
Who's Chris?
Chris Staggs. He had a bunch of classes with Cody, and he's really consistent. He's just hard to get contact with.
He
You want trade
He
stuff?
didn't do us last year. He didn't.
No, yeah, he's done it with us the last 2.
As long as he understands that, you know, if he wins the trophy, he's got to send it. I don't want guys keeping this trophy because I just spent money on it.
So, but yeah, so that's that. Chris and Bo are really good. They keep up with it, but they don't always answer the messages. They answer Cody's messages, but because I think he has their personal numbers. But anyone who texts them or on Facebook or anything, it's hard to contact, and that's what's been the issue. So I think last year we had AJ, which is Brian's friend, and we had Steve from the group chat who played, but he didn't really play. He had went to Panama for a service trip with his church, and so he was gone for a few weeks, and so he lost all those games because he couldn't sub anyone, and it was just kind of frustrating. And then the year before that, we had Malcolm. And who else did we have? I can't remember who else we had, but I remember Malcolm had a lot of fantasy leagues, and his wife was getting after him, and that's why he backed out. He played like the first 3 weeks, and then he didn't play the rest of the season. And so that was annoying.
But I mean, it doesn't take long just to like update your team.
I know. I agree. Yeah, that's just the issue we've had is always those last 2 people.
I got married last year, and on the cruise, I got internet just so I could stay up to date. Because also it was during like the playoffs section, so things were starting to get exciting.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, I had to like, hey Cassidy, give me 10 minutes while I update my team and make 30 trades to see if I can throw people off. Because honestly speaking, I'm going to say this again, the main reason I trade so much is kind of just to get a reaction. I'm trying to get you to doubt your players.
Yeah, I know you. Well, it would work if you weren't sending me trades for. Trying to think of a trade you sent me. People I've never even heard of.
Well, yeah, but that's the thing. There's guys out there, and I'm trying this. Is I'll throw out a trade after a guy does super well, because, you know, maybe you're gonna show a little bit more interest into him. Maybe you'll, you know, take a chance and take that trade. But also, you know, there's players you have, like, for example, Michael's looking for a tight end or a new wide receiver. I give you my running back, or I give you this guy, and then you can trade a lot better towards Michael. But at the end of the day, I'm not playing against Michael, so I don't care. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking like deep stuff like that, but you guys are just, makes no sense. But I'm trying to play more mind games with trades, try to get you guys to doubt your players.
So what was it? Was it last week of the season? You traded for Le'Veon Bell.
Who did I try? Oh yeah, but I was trying to give away Fournette, probably.
No, but you got Le'Veon Bell because you weren't.
I didn't have Le'Veon Bell.
You traded for him though.
Yeah, but I never got him.
I believe you did. I'm
Wait,
gonna post
he
in the
got
group chat.
banned.
Yeah,
He's the
he
guy.
held out.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I traded for him early, and then no, it was that bad trade. I literally traded for him and I gave Nick Chubb away from the Browns, like the Browns running back. I gave
Yep.
him away like the day he missed, the deadline for him like to play, the week.
Yep.
Yeah, that was stupid. I missed it.
So we have 3.5 minutes here. Hopefully it goes well.
And talking
Dallin,
about fantasy football, we're gonna have Hussein come join us.
is he? Did he message you?
Yeah,
He did, and he said he would jump on.
he said he'd love to jump on.
Oh, that'd be awesome because maybe then I don't want to. We could piggyback some of his followers onto our show as well,
Well,
and
the thing is, it's
obviously
gonna be hard. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna like advertise he's on this,
I
but
would I would be okay with him doing that because obviously he's a lot more famous than we are. He has a
oh
book.
yeah, at least or us jumping onto his show and like running drafts with him. But I was gonna chat and throw this idea out, invite him to be on the show the week after we do the fantasy draft, because when
Hmm.
we do the fantasy draft, we can do this live.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
So our draft, and we can change it. We probably will, since I'm the commissioner this year. We have it right now, September 1st at 7 p.m. That's the Sunday before the first game. So the first game of the season is Thursday, Packers Bears. So we're drafting on Sunday before that. So
maybe
we can change
even maybe
earlier.
even have another podcast on that Monday
Yep.
with him.
Yeah, that could work. So we can draft on Sunday and then have him in on Monday.
Yeah, because what I'd like to do is give him all our team like rosters, like I'll print them out, send them to him, and ask him to rate, because he's done it before. Like he goes and rates like this is a B roster, this is a C roster, this is an A plus roster, and see where his predictions are.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you pronounce his name?
Hussein,
Hussein
Hussein.
Askin?
What on his YouTube he says Hussein the Brain.
Hussein the Brain. Yeah. What's his last name? His last name's Askin.
I can't pronounce it.
Yeah. Hussein the Brain.
Hmm.
But yeah, that would be really cool if he did hop on. I would really enjoy that.
It'd be fun.
Maybe we can get him to make fun of Connor some more.
Oh yeah, I'm sure we can get him to go all out. See if he has any leagues. You see, if we needed an extra guy, I was gonna suggest, being like, if we needed that ninth or 10th, be like, hey, let's invite him. But if we don't,
Yeah, the other thing with the 9 and 10 is that everyone has a friend that they want to join, and so far it's not worked out for anyone.
so with our league, how many times are we gonna play each other?
We'll play each other throughout. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I set it up East and West, so I think if you're in the division, you play that team twice. So
And
you'll
the
play your
divisions are all
division.
random.
Yeah, it's all random. Yep. Unless we wanted to do something else, because I was thinking about maybe, because was it Cody and Michael in the championship?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking about maybe splitting them up and putting them on different sides, just since they're the 1 and 2, I guess. Since
You
they
know, I
won
feel like when
championship.
it comes to fantasy, regardless of the year before, the
Mm-hmm.
draft room's open, by the way. Make sure you enter it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty okay with just going totally random. I mean, that's the thing. No, and also, oh, this is something. When it comes to 10 man, I've been practicing really hard at those, pick 6, 7, 8 spots, 9, 10 as well, because I feel like those are kind of the harder picks. But now that we're an 8 man, now everything gets just compacted a bit tighter. So now you gotta look, all right,
Okay.
I'm now picking, not just 11, 12, and then 14 again. Now I'm gonna pick 3 spots earlier. So that pushes all the picks up. Huh.
You know who I will not draft though? I don't care
Who?
who there. Ezekiel Elliott.
Not at all.
I will not draft him.
Why?
I just cannot stand him. His character, his
He's
willingness to hold out. I just
Yeah,
will
he's
not
holding
draft.
out with two years left on his contract, which is
And
fine.
I hate the Cowboys.
Uh,
So, what pick do you have? You have the 4th pick, and I have the 5th pick. Okay.
all
I'm
right,
doing.
out of the top 4 picks, because I mean, we can be pretty honest about the first couple of picks. They're pretty straightforward. If with my top 4 picks, if I got the opportunity to pick Saquon Barkley, he's going first. So I'm gonna queue him up as 1. In
Yeah.
2, I'm normally going Kamara.
Okay. I'll announce my picks as well because what I pick here isn't necessarily what is going to happen.
Oh, no doubt, no
Because they
doubt.
might get taken just depending. Because our picking order is different as well. Um, but if I get the number 1 pick, I would go Saquon Barkley, and the next would be Christian McCaffrey.
You're gonna go
And
Christian? You think he's gonna get more uptime with Cam Newton being less running now that he's injured?
yeah, so a lot of other teams have picked up a second running back to kind of be their to manage their load. Like I'm trying to think who teams that did. Well, they picked up. I was reading the article of the NFL's top 100 players, and they were mentioning it that the Panthers are one of the few teams that have a workhorse like Christian McCaffrey, but don't have a solid backup. So Christian McCaffrey is going to be a 3-down back. He's going to be in all the time. He catches the ball well, and he runs the ball well.
Mm.
And then last year when I had him, he's the reason why my season turned around last year was because I was able to trade Julian Edelman for him, and that's when my season turned around last year.
Well, I'm on the pick in 1 pick.
And so Christian McCaffrey is off the board.
Oh, Ezekiel Elliott. Now this is tough because it's like between Ezekiel Elliott and Le'Veon Bell. Le'Veon Bell always does well. Do you think the Jets don't have a good O line to like use Le'Veon Bell to his full potential?
Yeah, that's the hard thing. Plus a new system and everything. I just don't know. Okay,
You're on the pick.
you took.
I did. I want to see you pick Ezekiel.
I wouldn't do that. I would go someone who I know is going to play well this
Bell.
year. And that's going to be Melvin Gordon. Why I'm going to pick Melvin Gordon is because he finished in the top 10 amongst the running backs. He stays healthy for the most part, and he plays really well. I think he had over 300 touches last year,
He did.
and so he's really good, and so I think I'm going to go with Melvin Gordon for that reason.
So that leaves Ezekiel. Ezekiel's just dropped down to the 7th pick.
Yeah, I think the issue with that there, someone picked him up.
Someone picked him up at 7. I mean, around 7, you kind of going to start taking him. He's still going to be a top 10 pick.
So
Todd
I
Gurley
go
dropped.
next person. Yeah, Todd Gurley, just the knee issues. No one knows what's going on with the knee issues.
Well, someone just
Well,
picked him
someone
up a
picked
bit
him up.
early.
Okay,
But the
well,
thing is, the knee issues are such a big thing that, they're going to use him in big games. But once again, when it comes down to the end of the season where things matter, you know, he's going to be sat more than anything.
and that's what you think. That's what the thought process is to me is that he's gonna be fine. He got the stem cell done on his knee. It's just arthritis. There's medication for it. But the issue is that you saw in the Super Bowl, his production was cut down. The playoffs, his production was cut way down. CJ Anderson had picked up a lot of the slack and was the reason that helped him carried him through the playoffs. And so, yeah, there's just those issues because, in my opinion, I think Todd Gurley would have broke the touchdown record if he would have been able to stay
I mean,
healthy.
Cody was super excited. All right, so now I'm coming up in one pick.
Okay.
Michael Thomas, Tavis Kelsey. Tavis Kelsey for a tight end is such a good guy, such a
Yeah.
good pick. But the thing is, you got guys like George Kittle, Zach down
Mm-hmm.
below. I really like them. The the Browns tight end. I can never pronounce his name. There's guys in the tight end department.
So another reason, so I just went with Michael Thomas is another reason because I got him from a trade last year as well, and he was the reason. He was another reason that turned my season around. I got him and Christian McCaffrey at the same time that same week for that trade, and he went off.
You did. I remember you traded with me. Um, Tyreek Hill's numbers have gone up so much. Let's take a look here. Tyreek Hill last year had 12 touchdowns. You think he's gonna have another breakout season?
Tyreek Hill.
Yeah,
I would say, yeah. I mean, uh, there's nothing. He's not getting suspended for those issues. Uh,
he's still there.
he's still with Patrick Mahomes.
Question: Are we gonna get points according to Because he's a punt returner and a kick returner. We
Yeah,
get.
you still get points for yards returned, touchdowns,
Yeah,
and
I'm gonna
stuff.
go
So,
Tyreek Hill
yep.
because Odell Beckham's not gonna be a punt returner.
No, they tried Odell Beckham, and he is so afraid to catch the punt.
Exactly. But Tyreek Hill, he returns touchdowns.
Yep. Yeah, Odell Beckham would be good if he wasn't just so afraid of getting killed on a punt
Someone
return.
just picked up Odell. Travis Kelsey still sitting there. James Conner. Um, Brian had Joe Mixon last year.
Yeah, and he did well. I think he got hurt for a couple of weeks, and it slowed his
Yeah, he got
production down.
hurt around. Yeah, we can pull it up.
Let's see.
Week 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty early on. He got hurt, and then, I mean, he came back and he had huge numbers 20, 18, and then he dropped down.
So, oh man, did someone just take Smith Schuster? Did I just see him go off?
Yeah, Juju got picked up.
Okay.
Connors got picked up.
Yep.
This puts me in a situation to grab another running back. But there's other running backs I want.
A running back, I think that's going to be good too. He was hurt last year. I mean, if he can stay healthy, is Dalvin Cook. I think he has the opportunity to be really good.
You think the Colts are going to the Super Bowl or playoff?
I think they can make the playoffs for sure. I don't think the Super Bowl. I definitely don't think they have what it takes.
Then I'm gonna push this. I'm gonna go with T.J. Hilton. In the 10-man drafts, if I draft anywhere around 7, 8, I've been picking up T.J. Hilton. This has thrown me off completely because I mean Joe Mixon's there, Green Allen. Green Allen's got some good numbers. But let's
Someone
see
I
last
drafted
year.
last year too, and he's not as high, and that's going to be a reason why I'm not
Position
drafting
ranked,
him
yeah,
now.
he's ranked 12th position wise. I mean, TJ Hilton is ranked, I'll tell you right now.
So,
Hang on.
when I picked Dalvin Cook, I hope he would stay healthy.
See, now
But
let's see what your team's looking like. You got Gordon Cooks. You've already got your 2 running backs. Have you noticed your 2 running backs are both on bye week at the same time?
oh shoot, I did not even pay attention to that. That sucks.
Yeah, that's a rookie mistake.
But I can pick up some. I guess I don't want to say their names, but hopefully, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm hoping. Did anyone pick up Philip Lindsay? I don't think I see him on here. Nope, no one's picked him up yet.
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry. He is so low down with 12 touchdowns.
So the
What
reason why he
happened?
has 12 touchdowns is because I think,
He had a breakout game.
yeah, one game he had like 3
4
touchdowns
against
and
Jackson's.
stuff
He
like
had
that.
4
Yeah,
touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. Yeah.
Yeah, the beginning of the
It's-
season was just dead. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Week
yep.
7 got 1. Week 9 got 1. Week 10 got 2. And then it's just 1, 0, 1, 4, 2. So he's like, he finished, but he did not start.
Yep. I know, man. It was rough. I had him in one of my leagues, and yeah, it was very sad. And then I had him in both leagues actually, and then I let him go. I got rid of him like the 2 weeks before he had that breakout game. I was so mad.
And the other person I'm actually surprised isn't a bit higher up there with, Le'Veon Bell, Odell Beckham, is Adam from the Vikings. Adam Thielen. I mean, he's
Dude.
position ranked 7th last year with 9 touchdowns, and they think this year he's going to get less. I don't know. I think, he's been consistently in the top high wide receivers for like the last 3 years. This is his second, yeah, right there. Second time in a career with 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I was looking at him, and I'm gonna go with. I don't know. I do want to go with Mike Evans because Mike Evans had a decent year last year. I know 2 years ago he didn't have the best year,
I had
but
Mike Evans
new
last year.
new coach that's a quarterback guru. I think that's going to help them.
New
So I'm
quarterback
going
as
to
well.
go with.
Don't they have a new quarterback?
No, they are still with Jameis Winston.
Did you just pick him up or you after me?
Nope, I just picked him up. So you're on the clock.
Oh, I need a running back. Nick Chubb. You know what? I'm going to go with the rookie out of Oakland Raiders. Let's see. Now, what do you like to keep your flex at? I know Brian goes for this is his second time I've watched him, and he's gone for the whole wide receiver thing on the flex. Brian
Mm-hmm.
likes to stack wide receivers.
Yeah, and I think that's what it is for me because there's not a lot of depth at the running back position or even the tight end position. And I think your best option, in my opinion, is just the wide receivers. I mean, this year's a little different. There are a lot of good running backs, but still they lack in the tight end position. But I think there's just a lot more options at wide receiver than there are.
At the flex position.
Yeah.
Because there, 41 Cooper Cup. I had him not last year, the year before that, on a league, and that guy won it for me. Honestly, he won it. Cody had him last year, and that guy was scoring every week after week, and then he got injured, which probably pulled down his stocks down to where they are now.
Yeah.
But
So
Cooper Cup.
So yeah, I can't believe Derrick Henry's ranked as high as he is. Well, maybe they run him. Maybe they saw what he could do last year in those games. and then maybe they'll run him more because that's just been the Tennessee's issue. I feel like is that they haven't given him the ball enough. They don't give him the opportunity to run the ball or just be out there. He was sharing snaps with Dion Lewis, who's like half his size. So I think that was Derrick Henry's issue, and hopefully they'll make him a running back 1 this year.
I'm on the clock. Who did that guy pick? Oh, he went for the quarterback. He went for Patrick Mahomes, so he reached a little bit. I'm gonna go with Marlon Mack. I'm hoping the Colts get to the playoffs. I'm hoping that type of momentum requires them to play safe. Get the points with Hill in the air, and then slow it down with. So I'm putting a lot on the Colts just with this mock draft right now.
Yep. I'm having a hard time because I definitely need running backs.
Looking?
I'm stuck between Chris Carson, Philip Lindsay, or Mark Ingram. I think Mark Ingram has the opportunity to be running back 1. Philip Lindsay picked him last year, not knowing he was going to be good just because he was a rookie. And then Chris Carson had a good year last year as well.
Wait, so you're thinking about picking up a running back now?
Yeah.
Between them? I mean, you could probably wait and grab any of those guys a bit longer down the list. I mean, we're picking at 35 right now, and Chris Carson's at 48, so they're not even showing on the top 10 for guys with an 8-man league.
I'm just trying to think. Okay,
Aaron Jones is there.
No, I don't want Aaron Jones. Green Bay always has a hard time with their running backs.
Philip Lindsay, he's done well.
Okay, I'm going to go with Stephon Diggs, actually. He had a good year last year. Not the best. Definitely not the top 10 receiver, but still pretty solid.
There, people are starting to pick
quarterbacks.
Pick a couple quarterbacks.
See, this is the thing. Either also too, there's so much depth at the quarterback position,
especially with an 8-man league.
Yeah, that it doesn't really matter to me.
Let's see. Robert. Yeah, there's a couple guys here that I think. So New England running backs always annoy me because they're all like, look at them, right there, right next to each other. They're sharing handoffs, and you don't exactly want to pick a running back that's sharing handoffs.
Yeah, I mean, with New England though, it seems like they switched their running back. Oh, there goes Philip Lindsay. Okay, it's with New England running backs. It's hard because they always are rotating their running backs. It doesn't matter if they had a great year the year before; they get rid of them the year following, and they just use them and then they're gone. So that's a hard thing. Sonny Michel had a good year last year, and he probably won't be as productive this year just because for whatever reason Bill Belichick's probably not going to give him the ball.
Yeah, he only had 931 yards last year. They say that he's going to have 1,000-yard season this year.
Yeah, that's what you would hope, but
that's the thing is. Oh, he's out at the moment. Is he injured? Because that's the thing. They have James White and Rex Burkhead, and a rookie by the name of Damian Harris in the mix. Michelle's back at, at a 3. Here we go. So this is where picks get tricky. You picked up.
I went with Chris Carson.
You did. That's a good pick. I was gonna, if I had the pick before you, I was about to pick him up. But out of these guys here, and I want to stay away from Derrick Henry.
So, I wonder if anyone's going to pick up DK Metcalf. So, I have 2 sleepers. I know they're going to slip through. I won't say him, just because. Man, Fitzgerald dropping down the list. Really bad.
I mean the Arizona Cardinals have so many wide receivers now. You know what? I'm gonna throw a little bit of curveball in for this draft and go for Derrick Henry. You know, if he starts off strong, I got a running back. But you know who else is on this list, which is pretty scary? Jarvis Landry is sitting over there at 58.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Tyler
he's
Boyd got me so many points last year.
and there's a guy on this list as well who's probably the best deep threat in the league, but he got hurt last year. And
Olsen Jeffrey.
no, Will Fuller for Houston. He tore his ACL last year, but super fast, great hands, super big deep threat, and it's good for him on the team because he has Hopkins on his team, who everyone's queuing in on. He's catching everything, and then it's just the deep ball to Will Fuller. So you just dump to Hopkins, dump, and then it's deep to Will Fuller, and I think he had a good season last year as well, minus the injury, and so I don't know when he's going to be back because I believe he got hurt later in the season.
So I'm up. And at this point, honestly speaking, if I was going to look at these guys, now I have a running back sitting in my bench right now. I've got 2 tier 1 wide receivers, right? And I got Thompson taking off week 6 and Evans taking off. Oh wait, this is yours. There we go. That's me. I've got Hill taking off week 12. I got Hilton taking off week 6. You know, I honestly would go and draft just on this Tyler Lockett.
Yep, I was looking at Lockett. I'm picking
Yeah.
a running back now. I'm going with Mark Ingram, just because.
You know he's a finisher.
Yeah,
They put him on the 5-yard line and he's scoring.
So I think it was the easy one. Still, I think there's only been 2 quarterbacks picked so far.
So we still got Kenyon Drake sitting there from Miami. He's a risky pick. He's a hit or miss. Let's just say that.
So tight ends I wouldn't pick would be Jimmy Graham and probably Greg Olsen, because Greg Olsen's hurt still, or still trying to overcome an injury. I'm on the clock. I gotta pick. I gotta get someone. So
Greg Olsen, you wouldn't pick him?
no, he's just been hurt the last 2 years, and that's the hard thing. Someone who I really like, just because Detroit really doesn't have any great receivers, and someone who's pretty reliable is Marvin Jones Jr. That's who I just picked. So I really like him. I've had him on my team the last 3 years, I believe. Last 3 years of fantasy, I've always had him, and he's always been pretty reliable.
This is a hard pick because I'm going for a tight end right now.
So if I were,
for Eric Barron, right there.
Who'd you pick?
Eric Barron.
Okay.
From the Colts. You know, once again, a lot of my picks this year have been revolved around the Colts. It's like I'm a Colts fan, but I'm not really. I just feel like this is Andrew Luck's year.
Yeah. So I like Andrew Luck. I like receivers at there. The hard thing for me is that I'm gonna have to pick up a tight end from there because Andrew Luck loves throwing the ball to his tight ends.
He does. That's why I picked him up there. Let's see. Andrew Luck's okay. So quarterback's still available. Aaron Rodgers just went right now, but you know we have Matt Ryan, Andrew Luck, Cam Newton. Cam Newton is a guy I'll probably stay away from this upcoming year. He does well, but Yeah, my second, just to solidify my team, I've gone with the Browns tight end week 7, so I can trade him out. So I have my trade outs for my Colts players. I'm sitting there with Derrick Henry, Lockett, and Nkoyu. I can't say his name, but I have
Yeah,
them right there.
I don't either.
Tom Brady is still available. Michael Trubisky, Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he made like a dominant statement that he'll be a top 5 quarterback this year, fantasy wise.
Yeah, he's gonna run the ball. He's gonna toss the ball. Uh, the hard thing is that you can't run the ball like he wants to run the ball and stay healthy.
One of my favorite players just got picked from the Bears.
Tariq Cohen.
Serious, he is so underrated. He is honestly an underrated sleeper pick.
The reason why is dang it, mother effer. There goes Drew Brees. Okay. The reason is because they just got another running back. The Bears did,
They did David Montgomery.
and they got the running back from Seattle.
Oh, they got 2?
Yeah, and so that's the issue. They're going to be splitting handoff, or they're going to be splitting carries.
Yeah, because David Montgomery, yeah, he's there to join them. He got traded to the Eagles. Montgomery figures, yeah, he's supposed to be
Oh, that was a good pick. That guy.
one
The
pace.
Bears defense.
Bears defense will get you a lot of points.
Yeah, was it Khalil Mack literally outscored the whole team for fantasy points in like the first 3 weeks, like outscored every other team combined. He was just a monster last year.
Did the Rams lose anyone on defense?
I'm thinking.
Because here's the thing that we know, being with so many guys. Oh, did you just pick up Russell Wilson?
Yep.
Yeah, you did. I had him queued up for my next pick.
Me too. Well, I had Drew Brees, but then Drew Brees got picked up, so.
I don't like this guy. And I don't think he has good enough wide receivers around him. Dak Prescott or Cam Newton?
I would go with Cam Newton over Dak Prescott just because Cam Newton can run the ball a lot better.
Cam's injured.
And but he's always injured, it seems like, before the season. But I just don't think Cam or Dak Prescott's that good of a quarterback. And that's me being biased because I hate the Cowboys. And I know he beat the Seahawks in the playoffs, but I just don't think he's that good.
I'm going to go for him.
Fantasy points.
I'm going to go for him. But like I was saying, with so many guys in our draft that are Boise fans, I feel like when it comes to our defensive pick, they're all going to go with Mr.
Vander Esch
from Cowboys, just so that they can be, true Boise.
Not me. I'm going with Bobby Wagner or Luke Kuechly if they're there, but I probably won't pick a defensive player till 10th, 11th.
Well, that low? That far away?
Yeah, just because you want to pick your position players. You're so limited at linebacker positions. There's not a lot of good ones, a lot of great ones like that, but linebackers get a lot of tackles. I don't
Wait,
see.
are you talking about you'd pick him at your 11th pick, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, 11 times 8 is going to be 88 picks, so he'll be like the 88th pick.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing is I feel like a lot of us are going to forget that we have to defensive pick, and you were going to have a couple guys hidden. But since we're not doing defensive picks right now, and I'm not going to stress about that, I'm going to pick up someone who I think is a good pick. Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
Kareem Hunt has a 4-game suspension, but once he comes back, he's going to put points on the board. So
yeah, I'm going with the guy who I was talking about earlier, Will Fuller. He was my next Q pick. Hopefully he stays healthy, but I really like him. He's such a great hands and great deep ball threat.
It's true. Larry Fitzgerald's still there. You know, if Larry's still there, just being an Arizona Cardinals fan, I'm gonna pick him up. You know, I feel like if you could trade Larry to anyone, and just because you're getting an opportunity
Out of
to pick up
respect,
Larry, you'll be like, okay, like maybe I should like trade Larry for, I don't know, Christian McCaffrey, and whoever's got Christian will be like, Larry. Let's see, what else do we have today? Yeah, Hussein, he got the first overall pick in the IG Experts League. Like, how do you join a league like that? What defines an expert league?
I think popularity. Yeah, because he was saying that he was joining.
Oh, here we go. So first, IG is Instagram.
Yeah, so he was joining the Instagram, and I thought they were doing it based on like what their fans were
Like
voting on for them
their
to pick.
followers.
Yeah,
Oh no, he's got another tournament going on where he's gonna have fans versus fans type of thing.
yeah.
But
Is that not the one?
oh, are you talking about this being he's gonna?
Yeah, his IG one. Is that his IG league?
I don't know. I mean, I'd love to join a league with this guy, but he puts money on his leagues. You know that.
Yeah, yeah. You have to when you're at that level.
Yeah, when we're more like make sure you send the trophy,
Yeah,
mail it.
but a lot of people drop out. We have 4 people on auto draft right now. Or
It
is it just
happens
2?
as soon as first 5 picks are done, people start dropping out left, right, and center in these things. It's kind of stupid, but uh, let's see. What do we have? I'm gonna go. I like doing this. You can always trust them. Kickers. I mean, kickers you kind of pick once you've got all the guys you want. Great kickers. Do you go for teams that don't score a lot of points, or do you go for teams that do score a lot of points when it comes to your kickers?
When it goes to my kicker, I like to go for teams that don't score a lot of points, just because they're driving down the field, and then it's opportunity for your kicker to kick field goals.
Huh. I'm gonna go like this. I'll draft the Saints. I think I should have gone with the kicker, but it's a mock draft. Do you have your cheat sheet ready
For our draft,
for our draft? Yeah,
yes, I do.
you got a real one.
Yep.
I went to Walmart and I saw a full breakdown of all the players and season histories and statistics and that, and it was on like
Oh,
this
really?
magazine. You know, one of the fantasy football magazines.
Yeah.
And I was gonna buy it, but I kind of didn't want to let my wife see. To be honest with you. All right, so I got 3 more picks left.
So I'm gonna go with this guy, Robbie Gould. I think he's good. I hate the 49ers, but he's a good kicker.
He is indeed. And you know the 49ers aren't going to score much this year.
No.
So they're going to have to put the guy on the boot. I remember having Austin Eckler last year. He was on my team.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on my team. Didn't perform. Larry Fitzgerald's still sitting there. I got him queued
That's
up.
bad.
I'm there. I'll pick you up, Larry. Salute.
Where are these bad boys at?
Yeah, there's so much depth. Like, there's guys, you know, positioned around about like 130 who I'd be messing around with in the 10-man picks. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's so much depth now. Like our teams are going to be high scoring games. Let's see, Patina, you still need a defense.
Yep, I know who I'm going with my defense. I pick the same defense every year. They're reliable.
Who's that?
It's the Broncos defense.
Broncos.
I've never not picked the Broncos defense.
Here's my boy Larry. Out of respect, we will pick you. You know what? I'm just going to say it because I don't really care if someone else picks it, but I'm going to line up Kyler Murray for a hope that, you know, he becomes a Patrick Mahomes. You know, if he starts showing that potential early on in the season, then I can replace Prescott. Blink of an eye.
That auto draft is going to take my pick. I know it.
You think so?
Yep.
Who is it?
Jerick McKinnon. I think
he's
he's
sitting there.
sitting at 93.
Hang on. So those auto picks in front of you are looking for. They won't. They're gonna auto pick a defense and a kicker. That number 114, that McLean guy, and then same with the other guy. So your guy's fine.
Oh, are you looking? Can you see?
Yeah. So if you click on the
Sorry,
team.
I'm doing it off my phone right now.
Yeah. Oh, you're doing it on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you now. The two auto pick guys don't have kickers and don't have defenses.
Yeah, so they need that defense and that kicker.
And their benches are full. So your guy's fine unless I take him. This guy a rookie?
Austin Eckler?
No, Jared McKinnon.
Oh, Jared McKinnon. No, he played for Minnesota 2 years ago. Did super good. Was splitting carries. With gosh, what's his name? They're starting running back now. They're splitting carries. They're doing super good together. And then he went to San Francisco last year, and then he tore his ACL.
Kyler Murray. I think it's a bit sad that they don't have photo next to like Kyler Murray and a couple of these rookies.
Mm-hmm.
Put the photo there. Let's see. Yeah, you've already got your backup quarterback. You got Bentis Rothenberger, Jay McKinnon. Yeah, so you got one pick left. Let's see what I got. I've got on my bench. I got a running back, wide receiver, tight end, running back, wide receiver, quarterback. So I've got 2 wide receivers, 2 running backs, 1 tight end, which is all you need. And then my last pick, I'll be honest, I'm gonna go with a wide receiver. I'll go with a wide receiver. See if I can find one of these rookies that are gonna have a breakout season.
Yeah, my hard thing is that sometimes, like, if I either draft a good running back, I feel like I'd never get good wide receivers, and if I get good wide receivers, I feel like I never get good running backs. I feel like everyone always is more complete than I am with
I'm
their
just gonna
team.
say this. So the two wide receivers I'm looking at right now is Anthony Miller and DK Metcalf. You know?
Yep.
Do I go? But the thing is, I've already got Lockett. So I already got a week 11 bye. Do I go with Metcalf and prove everyone wrong? Because I said in the group chat that I think he's gonna have a good season.
As a Seahawks fan, I hope he does, but I don't know.
Oof. Or do I go with a guy last year that gave me some points? This guy, Anthony Miller, last year, I remember picking him up in a free agency and using him. And you see right there, like beginning of the season, he was getting under 10s. And then week 8 through 11, it's 13 points, 10 points, 23 points, 10 points. And then finished off the season strong. But you know, in the group chat, I said I was going to go with him, so I'm going to go with Metcalf. Oh, last pick. And the nice thing about this is all my buys are nice and early. Yeah,
This guy has to draft a kicker. That's all he has left.
This Turner guy.
He doesn't have room for anyone else. He has to draft a kicker.
Team McLean. Here we go. Yeah, and I'll give you a rating of your team after this. Let's see, and you can give me. We'll give a rating out of 10. I'll give you a rating on your running backs and then wide receivers and then overall. Or do you just want to do overall?
Yeah, we can just do overall. It's fine. I gotta get going.
Yeah, let's do overall then. You can do the same. If this guy picks. In the meantime, I can actually see your team now. So, you picked up Russell Wilson. I like him. He'd be the guy I go for when it comes to running to quarterbacks. Diggs.
Okay.
11 Carson. 4 McKinnon. I think if I had to look at your team, I think by making the mistake of picking 2 running backs that are that close together with their bye week at at week 12,
Yeah.
I think that's going to bite you in the butt.
Yeah, I agree.
And then your backup, your backup is week 12 or the week before, which I mean you can fit them in, but you don't have. I think with going with McKinnon, you're going to lose some points, especially if you put McKinnon there. So I would give your team maybe like, and I'm a harsh critic, okay? Harsh. Cooks, I'd give your team a C plus, B minus.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah, definitely. I definitely made the mistake of having 3 players have bye weeks on the same week, and then 2 of them being running backs, and then my backup running backs definitely aren't as at the same caliber as the starters. So yeah, like I said, I always feel like I either draft really well in one section and then I don't draft as well in the next section. So I feel like I got good wide receivers, I got good backups, but my running backs are weak, and some years it'll be running backs are good, they're bad, and then I'll go to yours. The one thing I don't like Dak Prescott, just because I don't think he's a good wide receiver.
Yeah, I mean
Or good quarterback.
someone picked up Russell Wilson before I could, so.
I like Le'Veon Bell. I think he can do good. This running back from Oakland, I don't know too much about him. I don't know anything about him actually, but I do like the Kareem Hunt. But he's serving that suspension, so he'll be good when he comes back. It's 4 games. You have a few rookies: DK, Kyler, and is this Jacobs? He's a rookie too, right? From Oakland.
Jacobs?
Yeah.
Josh Jacobs, yeah, he's the kid into the Raiders now. He got picked up in the first round, 23rd pick of the first round.
Yeah.
But
And
I
then,
like the kid. I think he's got some potential.
yeah. And then
You see, my idea with him is, he can go into the season. If he does well, then he does well. If he doesn't, then, I know Kareem Hunt's coming back.
yeah.
Kareem Hunt's going to fill into those shoes. I have Marlon Mack sitting right there, who's he's an RB2, but he's there.
Yeah. The other thing, I like T.Y. Hilton. I like Eric Ebron because Andrew Luck does like to throw to his tight ends. But I'm looking here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 players on your starting lineup that all have buys on the same week.
11, yeah.
So,
Different
that's not a huge
positions,
thing.
but
Yeah, it's not a huge deal. I do like your backups. I like Tyler Lockett. I don't hate Derrick Henry. It's just I never know with him. I like Tyreek Hill for sure, but I'm not sure. I'm not crazy about the Saints defense, because they're not known for their defense, but they do have a better defense than what they've had in the past. But I would probably give you B, middle B.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
So
But no, that's fun. I look forward to the real thing come draft day.
so perfect. Well, yeah, I gotta go. So
No problem. Let's let's see if we can get. Should we do another one of these with everyone before we do the real thing?
yeah, I'd love to do one next week, tomorrow. If we did a mock draft and have everyone talk about like when they pick it, we'll have to change. We can just do it ourselves. Create the league and do it. But I'd set the time to do like you have a minute and a half to pick.
Quicker.
Yeah, that way it's fast.
Yeah, we can do that. That's a problem. Let's set that up, Mr. Commissioner. It's great to spend time with you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yep, you too. Have a nice night.
Cheers.
See ya.